name is Shari Pack, founder of PersnicketyPrints.com. Today I'm going to talk about digital imaging and pixels. I'm going to demonstrate what pixels are, what is resolution, by using Skittles. This is how I learn. I visualize things, and once it happens and once it clicks, I get it. So hopefully it will click with you today, and hopefully this video will help. I'll try to keep it really short. So we have pixel count, and we want to have 300 dots per inch for print. Okay, just remember 300 is perfect, 240 is good, 200, 180, we want per inch print, 1 inch, we want 300 pixels. Okay, that's gonna give you your most perfect print. So let's take this jar here. Let's pretend this is a print. Okay, so we wanna print this beautiful picture. Oh, this picture, it's gorgeous. It's a landscape. It probably is a rainbow. It's a rainbow picture. And, oh yeah, I shouldn't use my teeth. So in order to make this picture sharp, bright, vibrant, we need to fill this the entire print with as many Skittles as we can. Now, this whole jar is filled, so this 4x6, if this were a 4x6 print, and this file has this many Skittles, we're great. This is gonna print beautifully. Now, it's okay if our jar is overflowing with Skittles, that's fine. But when we want to print bigger, but we only have this many pixels, we lose the vibrancy, the sharpness, and pixels. So, with our 16 by 20 print, sure, we can print it. It's just probably not going to be as sharp as our 4x6 because we've just enlarged it. We've just created a bigger space for all of those pixels to fit. So in thinking about our photo and is this big enough to print this size, I'm going to show you how you can look and read the image properties, and that will tell you how big you can print your picture. So on any computer, a Mac or a PC, you can right click and go to image properties, or with a Mac you can hit Command I and it will tell you the image properties. To keep it easy, let's take a 10 by 10 print. So say I want a 10 by 10 photographic print. What would be the perfect amount of pixels or resolution for that print? What we do is we times 300, because we have 10 inches, okay? So 10 inches times 300, it gives us what? 3,000. So if our image properties are close to 3,000, if they're bigger than 3,000, great. If they're smaller than 3,000, how much smaller? We don't like to triple a number. So if your image is larger than 3,000 by 3,000 pixels, it will print beautifully as a 10 by 10. If it's 2,000 by 2,000 pixels, it'll probably be okay. If it's 1,000 by 1,000, we're now tripling the pixels, and we're gonna start losing the color and the vibrancy of that image. Digital photos are important. We are taking more pictures than ever with our phones, with our iPads, with our cameras, but then what? We have these little files, these little JPEGs, TIFFs, PNG files, and hopefully we can read them in the future. Hopefully those files don't become corrupted. So the pixels and how big you can print something and what you can do with that image has many variables. First of all, how you take the picture. Your iPhone, your Android phone, your Samsung, your DSLR, what are those settings at? We've seen panoramic settings, we've seen square settings, we've seen, those are ratios, we've seen low settings on a point and shoot. Those will determine your pixels. Another variable that can compromise pixels is texting a picture, emailing a photo. There's so many things that can corrupt or damage that image, that file. And once we take pixels out of the image and we lose them by, say, emailing that picture to someone, and the email server compresses that picture because it's so big and it wants to compress it and push them all down, all of a sudden we're losing pixels, and then we have this image. and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And so just be careful with your digital images. They're precious. Our memories are so important to us. And a screen, it might look sharp on a screen because a screen only needs to read 72 dots per inch. When print, we need 300. So there's your lesson today on resolution, pixels, and let's just always try to remember to embrace our photos, print them, because you can do a lot more with a printed photo. It's much more safe to have a printed photo than it is to have a digital photo. Digital photos can be corrupted, lost, damaged, much more so than a printed photo. Make sure that photo's archival, make sure it's gonna last. Thanks for watching.